all the warplanes of the Russo-Ukrainian War. The Ukrainian Air Force is small, the Russian Aerospace Force is massive, but Russia has been unable to establish air superiority. It's unlikely we'll ever see a Russo-Ukrainian dogfight. Instead, both sides use aircraft for ground strikes. Let's take a look at their inventories. 1. MiG-29, used by both sides. The MiG-29 is a Soviet fighter plane, adopted in 1982. It was developed in response to F-15 and F-16 fighters. It's the principal jet used by the Ukrainian Air Force. MiG-29s were originally designed as air superiority fighters, but many have been furnished as multi-role fighters. 2. Su-27, used by both sides. The Su-27 is the second most popular fighter used by Ukraine. Designed for air-to-air combat, it complements the MiG-29. It was the first Soviet fighter with fly-by-wire controls. It's also been used for airstrikes. Ukraine has around 30 Su-27s flying today. 3. Su-24, used by both sides. The Su-24 is a supersonic, all-weather attack aircraft. Ukraine uses an upgraded version, the Su-24M. Ukrainian Su-24Ms have been used against Russian airborne troops. They conducted airstrikes at Hostomel in February. This stopped Russia from securing Kiev. 4. Su-25, used by both sides. This subsonic twin-engine jet was developed in the 1970s. It was designed to provide close air support. Su-25s have been used in combat extensively. Russia operates the largest Su-25 fleet, while Ukraine has about 17. The Su-25 is heavily armed and armored. It's been compared to a flying tank, similar to the A-10 Thunderbolt II. 5. Su-30, used by Russia. The Su-30 was adopted in 1996. Like the MiG-29, it's an air superiority fighter that can perform other roles. It has thrust vector control, giving it acrobatic capabilities. The Su-30 has 12 hardpoints that can carry 18,000 pounds of ordnance. 6. Su-34, used by Russia. This fighter bomber is one of the newest, adopted in 2014. It was intended to replace the Su-24. It can carry 20,000 pounds of ordnance on 12 hardpoints. On October 17th, a Su-34 crashed into a residential high-rise in Yeysk, Russia. It was on its way to bomb Ukraine. The ordnance detonated, destroying the building. At least 17 people were killed. 7. Su-35, used by Russia. The Su-35 is a super-maneuverable air defense fighter. It's Russia's most advanced fighter. It was also introduced very recently. In 2014, the Su-35 has a range of 250 miles and can track up to 30 airborne targets. It can engage 8 targets simultaneously and carries 12 missiles. On April 3rd, Ukrainian forces shot down a Russian Su-35S. The pilot ejected and was captured. 8. Su-57, used by Russia. The Su-57 is Russia's newest stealth fighter. It's a super-maneuverable, multi-role jet. The fighter also has substantial internal payload capacity. The Su-57 is Russia's only stealth aircraft. It was only adopted in 2020. Its vaunted performance, however, isn't verified. Supposedly, Su-57s were used in Syria. Russian officials said they were also deployed in Ukraine, but there's zero evidence for that. Some experts doubt Russia would even risk it. Only 6 Su-57s have been produced. As of October 20th, Russia has lost 269 warplanes in Ukraine. Ukraine has lost 55.